Hello Aries, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship with someone in the past. This could also be someone that you're with currently, but there's a lack of communication. For others of you, this could be a situationship or someone that you've met and you know there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up clearly. I see here boundaries. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I have certain reasons for that. And I do not channel through any goddesses. At the end of this reading, I do channel archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. We have here at least two cards that are a little dark and dreary. That's the illusion card plus the boundaries. First card's strongest. We have here nourishment followed by illusion. After that we have cycles, boundaries, selfhood, awakening, death and rebirth, sensuality. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme we have here, inspiration. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Aries, the connection that I have with you, everything that I have thought, everything that I have done, regarding you, it seems to be wrong. I now realize that God, the universe, my fate and destiny, had brought you to me to show me how perfect you really are. And I never really valued you. But now I see that value. You have this way of fulfilling me emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And the thing is, my heart no longer feels empty. I know that you are the perfect mate, the perfect partner. But I hide this from you. I don't show you this. I do not express myself to you in this way. I hide behind a false mask. I hide behind a veil. And I don't tell you what it is that's on my mind, that's in my heart. I also know that I have been acting, and I still am doing this, emotionally detached, not wanting you to see what it is that is inside of my heart and my mind, not wanting to share with you the feelings and emotions that I have, hiding from you secrets, things that I just don't want you to know. And everything that I have said and done, the things that you and I have gone through, I obsess over it, and it goes in my mind over and over again in this cycle. It doesn't stop. It's an obsession. And because I'm obsessing over you so much, thinking about you so much, the safest thing and maybe the only thing to do is put up some boundaries. I have put up boundaries. I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to be that person who is always rushing and running and chasing. Instead, the easiest thing for me to do is to put a block on this altogether. Because the truth is, I know that you are the perfect person, but I do not want you to know this, because I do not want to be and appear vulnerable. The problem right now is that once upon a time, you were mine. Emotionally, maybe just energetically. But I knew you back then. You were this mystery that came, and I unraveled it. And I discovered who you were. But then, things changed and you reacted to my actions. It made you bitter, jaded almost, upset. But now I see you in a different light. I see you as somebody who has changed. You are so independent, self-reliant, self-sufficient. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. I see that you are someone who is very guarded. Once bitten, twice as shy. There was a flame that burned bright once, but that has been extinguished. I want to reignite that flame, but I can't. Because the person you were once, I learned who you were, but now you've completely changed. And this is not because of anything else. This is because of me. The things that I have done made you change. There is a sense of an awakening that I've had. I've realized a few things and I've understood what I've done to you, what I've put you through. I can finally see things from your perspective, realize things from your lens. I've put myself into your shoes. And because of the things that I've done, and the things that I can never take back, I want to put to sleep all that happened before and start something brand new. Lay to rest, put to death, and have a rebirth. The second chance that I want with you, Aries, it's because there was a lot of this feelings and emotions being hidden. And the problem is, I never really appreciated you and I never valued you. I took you for granted. There's no doubt about it. You are very sensual. And it's hard for me to think about you in any other way. Because you are so gorgeous, so sexy. Your aura, everything about you is just so alluring, tantalizing in a way. You're seductive and you don't even have to try. I see you now as the person who I once admired, but now I desire you more than ever. The problem is, yes, I want to have a restart and be with you, but I also have boundaries. Overall, having you in my life, things have changed. My life has changed. The way I view the world has changed. No longer is my world black and white. You have brought color into it. And with this color, things now just feel better. My senses have come to life. The world sounds better, tastes better, smells better, feels better. Just knowing that you're in it. You make me want to write, to sing, to dance, and express myself. But how would you know this, Aries? Because I hide from you, emotionally distant, and I put up these boundaries so that you don't know anything. But deep down, I do want to have a restart of this connection, hoping that one day you and I can be together and the boundaries will finally be broken. All right, Aries. That's pretty complicated. Somebody wants to be with you, but they're not really expressing themselves. They're hiding. And yet, it's as if they watch you from the sidelines. And they see how wonderful you are, but they do not express that to you. The good thing here is that your person of interest does want a restart. They want to have a second chance, right, in this connection. So some of you, perhaps, you may want that. Maybe you do desire that, and some of you may not. If this is somebody from your past and, this person has put up a lot of these boundaries, do you really want to be with somebody like that? That's a question, because not everybody is as open as yourself or as anyone else is. Some people are closed off. And when people are closed off, there's a lack of communication. What I'm seeing here, this person seems to be very secretive. They're not very expressive. They need to be more expressive. Crosswatcher, if you decide to be, in this connection with this person, the Aries, you're going to have to be more expressive. You have two cards here, massive cards, illusion and boundaries, absolute hiding and absolute boundaries, right? So these type of things do take time. It's not just in a few days. It depends on your situation. You could be at the tail end now of the situation that you were in, or some of you just may be starting. All right, I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. Let's have a look. So with this deck, I like to read a little bit in the past in this connection. The both of you, things were turning out great. Everything was working out, but then something changed and you noticed a shift. Everything started to go downhill. What happened? This is for those of you that never received any closure, and you deserve it. This person could have abandoned you. They could have ghosted you. They could have faded over time. And hopefully, what I'm about to tell you will make some sense, maybe. Let's have a look. The Seven of Cups and Balance. So I do read this in the reverse, and I do read this a little in your past. You and your person of interest, Aries. Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups, interesting. It's a pretty meaningful card. It talks about choices, not being able to make a choice. Indecisiveness. Living in fantasy land. Overindulging in thoughts of what the future may bring. Daydreaming. A decision that needed to be made in order to move forward and rejoin the world, and not just daydream. This person started to allow their fantasies to influence how they viewed life, projecting onto others instead of seeing things the way they truly were. So this person was truly living in this fantasy world. In their mind, they had made up this fairy tale. And they were living this life according to the way they feel a fairy tale should be. The problem is that's not realistic. That was the issue here. This person was not able to make up their mind. They had some choices. They were very indecisive. Sometimes they would argue or create discussions based on things that were not even relevant in a way, that were not practical. Again, from that fantasy thought process, that fairy tale sort of idea. So they may have said things that were not very practical, but they thought they were. And that's what the problem was here. They're not being practical. They needed to be. They needed to make a choice. They needed to make a decision. They needed to be mature. There's a lot of temptation around this person too, the other interpretation. They were not accepting anything that was coming to them. They had a lot coming to them, but many things that they were just daydreaming, and they were not looking further into it. We have here also balance. Now, with the balance card, this does talk about how there was an imbalance in this connection. There was discomfort, the inability to find peace within or with others, and a lack of inspiration. Okay, that's where things change. Remember, here it says lack of inspiration. But remember, the overall arching theme in the beginning, you had the card inspiration. So clearly things from the past have changed now. There was no inspiration back then, but now there is. So your person of interest definitely is changing gradually. I do see that. They're becoming a bit more practical, which is why with the nourishment card, they did realize how important you are and how important it was for them to hold on to you and not let you go. This person did not value you, and they only realize that now. Here with the balance card, it does talk about how there needed to be a balance between the opposites. There was a lack of union of the conscious and the unconscious aspects of the psyche. There was an inability to find peace within themselves or with others. So this person, hurt people. Now, either this person was hurt in some sort of way, or something was going on in their life where they did not have a good example of what a relationship is like. And so with you, they could not be that person that you wanted them to be because they never experienced it before. And again, they're living in this fairy tale, right? It's not reality. Yeah. A lack of balance and living in a fairy tale world. So that is what you were dealing with here. Yikes. This person was procrastinating and they were avoiding the inevitable, I'm seeing. Moderation. I'm seeing something in moderation. Moderation. I'm seeing the word moderation. You're dealing with somebody who was not healthy enough emotionally and mentally, perhaps, to be in the connection the way that you wanted them to be. The reason why is because of their own thoughts and their own mind and the background that they come from in terms of their youth, their childhood, even anything recent that may have happened in their life. It affected them in that way. They did not heal. They needed to heal in order to move forward. In this connection or in any connection. All right, guys. Interesting. Very interesting reading. All right, let's have a look. We have here the Beginner's Tarot. All right, so we have here any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. Interesting. All right, Aries. Quite unique. We have here the Three of Pentacles. There's a few meanings to this, one of them, you may have worked with this person in the past or currently, or you may know this person through another individual or an association. If that's the case, it's indicating here that they are falling in love with you, or that they may already be in love with you. For others of you, if that's not resonating, it could also be that your person of interest here wants to construct something with you. They want to manifest something with you. They want to have some partnership with you. And I have seen in my other readings that I do, the personal readings, that sometimes people start a project with the other person just to be close to them. This could be working on something together or keeping something in between the both of you that's very common, so that there's an excuse to talk to the other person. But either way, I do see here a desire to be with the other person in some sort of capacity where there is work involved. We also have here the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting, we have a knight here. So your person of interest is coming to you as a knight, not as a queen, not as a king. This is still somebody who is very youthful and vibrant in a way. This person could even be in their 70s and they could still be like that. It doesn't matter. I've seen a lot of people. It doesn't matter what age. There's that sense of immaturity as well as inexperience, right? It doesn't matter what the age, but I do see this person reaching out to you and giving you a tangible offer. They do want to do that. They do want to be with you. The only thing is that this person themselves, they're trying to grow. What I'm seeing here is they're trying to grow, because for them as well, this feeling and these emotions are new, which is kind of sweet. It's nice. And this is most likely why you had the inspiration card, because when you are young and vibrant, or when you, even no matter what age you are, there's that one person that makes you feel young, right? That's what this person feels when they're with you. And here we do have that level of maturity, because it is a Pentacles, right? This is tangible offer. This is somebody who's thought about it long and hard. So I do see something occurring here where your person of interest may just connect with you. We also have here the Star card. Your person of interest may be someone who's famous. This could be somebody who's really good at the art, their hobby, the craft, their career, whatever. They're really good at it. But they're very much admired. They're admired. And not only that, but this person, Aries, they admire you. They think of you as somebody, in fact, who is really good at whatever kind of work you have, whatever you do. They think you're really good at it. You have some type of talent, and this individual feels that you have a lot of potential. I do see here that they hope and they wish that fate and destiny will bring you together again. And that's what I do see here with the two jugs, where one is turning into a pond and the other, there's tiny little streams here. Eventually these streams, which is your person of interest, they join with this pond, and that's you. So I do see, even if there's a long detour, okay, eventually this person is going to be on the same route, okay? And it will be emergence. There will be this union between the both of you. Now, we also have here the Two of Wands. Interesting. This talks about how this person has thought long and hard, and eventually they've realized now, you know what? I want my Aries. They have made a decision, and the decision is you. Gorgeous. We also have here the Ace of Wands. The overall arching theme, your person of interest not only wants a second connection, or not a second connection, but a second chance. What I'm seeing here is a second chance at a passionate new beginning, a very physical new beginning. And many of you know this is a very romantic, very physical card. And so I do see here that this person wants to be with you intimately on a physical level. And it is very, very passionate. Now, what's nice, what I'm seeing here, what's nice is that there's a lot of admiration. There's a lot of admiration. The one thing I don't like is that I'm not seeing any cups. Even in the beginning, we didn't have too many cards that really stress on that. If this person does reach out to you, Aries, just be a little careful. Just make sure that they are very mature at this point in terms of their feelings, their emotions, where they want this relationship to go, or the situationship, whatever it is. Also make sure that they're not just in it. You know, if you want to be in it for that, the physical aspect, that's fine. But this person is coming with that intention. Okay? So just make sure that you know what it is that you want. Because you may be in a connection that you feel has a lot of love, but there may be more of a balance of lust there. There may be more lust instead of just love. I do see here admiration and passion, and there is a little bit of love here, but it could have been more. I don't see the amount of cards that could have come up that show me that. But the overall arching theme here is very lustful. It's also, some of you may be famous in a way where it's either the way you look or it's what you do. And because of that, they're really turned on by that. So, yeah, these two cards do. The Star plus the Ace of Wands. All right, guys, just going to have a look at this deck. This is the Archangel answer cards, and I'm just going to do a quick prayer. All right, first card's the strongest. We have here reconsider. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Interesting. We have here reconsider, no need to worry, not worried, followed by trust. Take action. The cards are coming out just like that. Listen to your intuition. Followed by yes. Gorgeous card. Overall arching theme we have here, not the right time. Okay, first card's the strongest. We have here reconsider. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. First card's the strongest. We do have here reconsider. The only reason this comes up is because there may be a decision down the road that you're going to be making. And reconsider what it is that you are going to say and do. Whatever type of decision you are going to make, think about it twice. Even any actions that you're taking, think about it twice. Don't rush into anything. We also have here, no need to worry. I know that's easier said than done, but the more we worry, guys, the more we also attract negative energies. So try to stay as positive as possible. We do have here trust. Trust in the divine. Trust in God. Trust in the plan. Your book of life may have had a few ups and downs. The devil may have thrown a monkey wrench in there, and then they have to rewrite it all over again, just that little part. But it's important for you to trust the process. Sometimes what happens is when we don't get what we want, it's because the angels, the celestial beings, God, they know that we deserve better. And they can see our future. So they know what we actually need and what may actually bring us down. And if something brings us down, oftentimes that's not brought into our lives. It's just taken away from us. And there's a reason for that. It's because of the overall greater good. It may be hard to understand now, but maybe many years from now you may notice that and see it. We also have here, take action. There will be a time when things are going to change and you will be able to take action and you will know when the time is right. We have here also recovery. This has been, I'm seeing the word pain. It's caused a lot of people here some heartbreak and pain. And with that pain, we have, I'm getting psychological suffering. It's been a lot for some of you. Not everybody's going to be going through this, and I hope not many people are going through this anyway. But this connection was very draining. All right, guys. So these messages are brought to you by our Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Ariel. First card's the strongest we have here, trust. Trust in the divine, followed by within the next few months, so you actually have a timeline here. Big, happy changes. After that, we have be assertive. Followed by abundance. After that, we have yes. And we have improving health. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have peaceful resolution. Not bad, Aries. So it does appear that the both of you could eventually start talking. Some of you will want to move on, however, from this person because of some of the betrayal, some of the pain that you've been going through. But the majority of you, I see that things are progressing in a very positive way. We have here, first card's the strongest, trust. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. They are saying here to trust in the divine, trust in God's plan, right? And this is the Christ consciousness. This is who we call Jesus. This is Jesus's Father. And the being, it prefers being in the alpha state as the father state. It does have the ability of being feminine, but it chooses to be masculine. When you close your eyes, when you meditate, when you pray, don't just use the word, the white light. There are many white lights in this universe, and not all of the white lights are holy lights. What you want is that positivity. You want that holiness with it. That's the one that governs your fate and destiny, in fact. Here we have also, within the next few months, certain things are going to change. In what way? You have right after that, big, happy changes. So in the next few months, for the majority of you, hopefully, fingers crossed, there's going to be changes. They're going to be big, and you're going to be happy about it. You will get a chance to speak to your person of interest and let them know what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. If you need to, just set some healthy boundaries. With boundaries, there's more respect with boundaries. Connections last a little longer, I've seen. Here we also have abundance. So some of you will notice that within the next few months, certain things are going to start to increase for you in terms of, you may even think it's your luck. That is basically just your karma. You've done good, you're getting good. Okay? Abundance is coming to you. This could be in the form of literally coin, but it could also be, because this is a love reading, abundance in love. Yes, there is double confirmation here. Yes, there will be a better balance, a peaceful resolution. Here we have the sun, we have the moon, and we have here the dove. And with that, we also have here improving health. So this does show me that in this connection, some of you may have felt very drained. I'm getting the word psychological manipulation. Somebody here may be feeling like that. And well, this is supposed to be you, Aries, so you may have felt that this person psychologically manipulated you. If that is the case, or if there's any other sort of issue that you may be feeling in terms of the misalignment between your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul, you may feel that. I do have a few things that I can help you with in terms of readings, and I can teach you how to fix that and to balance that. We also have here peaceful resolution, the overall arching theme. So that's really good. It's a win-win situation. It seems like there was a big storm, and I'm seeing the dust settling, and then finally people rising and noticing things that they never did before. And it's almost as if things are going to be very fresh, very new, and inspiring in a way. I'm seeing the word inspiring again. So I definitely see here effort being made for the greater good. And that is perfect. Now, With improving health, this does show me that some of you may have been drained emotionally, and this may have affected you physically even. This is for your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. Now, officially, Aries, your reading is done. And I'm just going to be going over a few things with you before we wrap up. Improving health. The connection here may have brought you down in terms of your emotions. This may have affected you in other ways. On my website, the link is below, you'll see I have one particular package. It's called the Chakra Checkup Package. I have the ability, with the help of my angel guide as well, to have a look remotely wherever it is that you're living. That's your negative energies that live in the vicinity of your home dwelling. The negative energies that are there, the ones that are hovering around your aura, and if there's any inside of your body. The majority of the time there is. I tell you what you have, how many you have, and I teach you how to get rid of them. Very simple, easy to use method I've created. Once they're gone, whatever's written in your book of life, it should come to you. Whatever is owed to you karmically, it will come to you. If you have been trying to manifest something, you cannot do that if there are negative energies blocking it. So once you get this, and once you get rid of these things, then the majority of the stuff that you want, that you desire, that's realistic and practical, keep that in mind, it will come. But manifesting is very difficult when we do have those blockages. And once those blockages take over, it's very hard. It's almost like I'm seeing a vision right now. It's like volcano, molten lava, but then becoming hard. So it's very hard to chip that away. But if you keep maintaining it, then they just kind of stay away. And it's important to do that if you are, and we all are, children of the light, right? You are a child of the light. That is by default who you are on the inside. So there should be that light radiating from you. And the balance that you will have that will work for your future is light with light, not light with darkness. So have a look for some of you if you feel that there's some type of emotional trauma there, and this emotional trauma could be stemming from the relationship itself. Even if somebody has done, for example, this package will help you get rid of black magic, voodoo, witchcraft, hexes, curses. I also have evil eye, I can get rid of that. And even if your home is, for example, haunted, if you have poltergeist activity, if you have sleep paralysis, creepy stuff like that freaks you the hell out, that it gets rid of it. Okay, so it's a one-stop shop. That one package is very impactful. If you wish, read through the details and then you can place an order. Now, also, I have some self-help guides that are related to helping you get rid of various types of negative energies in different scenarios. So please have a look at that as well. Those are self-help guides. This is the only one that I have that'll provide you with a reading with. Now, I also have the love reading. Many of you will just want the love reading. Right now, I have available a PDF plus an audio. There's a whole lot of information I give you in there as well. And also for some of you, if you feel that this is a spiritual connection, you can't let go, you feel like you're obsessing, you find it very difficult to move on, and it's been not months, but years, I recommend that you have a look at that particular package and you place an order. At the very least, you will know why your person of interest is doing what they're doing now based on the history. Okay? Not only that, but the way they have been behaving, sometimes those traits and those characteristics come out in this lifetime. And if it's a karmic partner, it's usually because if we hurt somebody in this lifetime, we get hurt in return. Sometimes that's the case, but not all the time. And please do read the description before you place an order. Keep in mind, not all the time are my past life readings. In the past, there have been some anomalies where it's a different time and a different place, not in the past, and not on planet Earth. Now, I also have another channel for some of you if you're interested in knowing more about relationship and advice based on that. Based on the feelings and emotions, I have very unique videos that I've uploaded on that channel, Asnointia Audio. That's on YouTube. Videos are absolutely free, just like this channel. There you'll find videos on relationship-related advice, past life and spiritual connections, as well as one that I uploaded a long time ago now, and that is on negative energies, how to recognize and remove negative energies from your life. This includes jinns, demons, evil spirits. It includes that. And when you are with God, when you are with the light, you can accomplish anything. And it is very important to be positive and to be around positive people, because here with improving health, sometimes you could also be in an environment that you just do not have control over. And that's also very important, to be in an environment where you have positive people, not people who are mocking you or that are jealous, right? And if you do have, plans, some people, I know this because it happens all the time, from even in my own personal life, but also how you guys, when you write to me, you post something online, and then all of a sudden you feel like all this negativity is coming towards you, right? Sometimes you have to be careful what you are sharing and the type of people you're sharing your personal information with. Not everybody's going to be happy because you're happy. Okay, it's very unfortunate. These days there's a lot of people that get very upset and very angry because they can't have what you have. And even if you think that you have nothing, they still think you have something, as weird as that sounds. I've seen it way too many times. So just be a little careful of who you trust, all right? And what you're expressing to others, because you may just inadvertently be, attracting negative vibes from people, and that does make an impact. And of course, if you do feel like that's happened, don't worry about it. I do have the packages for it. One is called the Holy Light Package. The other one that you can purchase, and that is a personal reading that I give to you. That's the Chakra Checkup, and that is based on this particular card there, where you have improving health. And that'll help your mind, body, spirit, your soul. It will cleanse everything. I know this because I've created it myself, been there, done that for about 2.5 decades. A lot of nasty things I've experienced in terms of the supernatural. And so these packages that I've created, they help. And they help you stay in the light and repel. All right, Aries, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you guys again. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. It was a very unique kind of reading, and some of you may wish to move on. Some of you may just wish to stay, but let me know what your stories are. I do like to read them, and it does provide me with more content to sometimes create on the other channel as well. All right, guys, you all take care. Stay safe. Bye now.